again with a slightly belated weekly update, but late is better than never, I guess, so here I am. Let's see, it is Monday, April 30th. Oh yes, last day of April. Okay, so the reason this video is late is because I forgot that last Friday I had signed up to go on a field trip with my son to the zoo. So that was really fun. We had a really good time, but I'm just now getting around to doing an update. So there's that. I wrote about 3,500 words on Rain of Dust last week. Did not quite make my 20,000 words for the month April Camp Nano goal, which really bums me out. But I did get 15.5 thousand words, so I almost made it. I was really close, and 15,000 words for the month of April I feel like is pretty good. So although I am irritated that I didn't get the last 5,000 words, I'm pretty happy with the 15,500 that I did get. So what else can you do? I got about 10 pages of client edits done, which is not nearly as much as I've been wanting to get done lately on that. So now that Camp Nano is over, I will be focusing basically 100% on getting those client edits finished up. It also helps that on Rain of Dust, I hit another point where I need to do some plotting. I basically have it plotted out. Of course, all the broad strokes, but I need to hammer out some details before I proceed on that. So that's what I will be doing. I'll be letting it simmer, basically, for a while now, while I focus on the client edits, and then once I get that hashed out better, I will go back to new words on that project. We did start the collaboration project that I've mentioned, the humorous sci-fi story. My co-author actually wrote up the first scene and sent it to me, and he wants me to take a shot at writing the second scene of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I think it'll be a nice break, kind of from Rain of Dust, while I'm letting that one simmer, trying to sort out a few of those details. It'll be kind of nice to tackle something entirely different, I think. So I'm going to attempt to be doing that here. Probably in the next week or two, I'll take a crack at that second scene. And I also still need to write up the rest of the character notes on that one. So that's also on the list for the upcoming week. Yesterday actually, I went to the Johnson County Library to give a podcast workshop, which was really fun. It was very cool. It was a free workshop put on by the library, of course. Libraries are awesome. And it was me and two other ladies who co-hosted a podcast called The History Chicks. They were awesome. Their podcast sounds awesome. I definitely want to start listening to it. And they've been podcasting for several years now. And our podcast, of course, Writer Mom Life, is pretty new, just started last summer. So it was really interesting to hear you know, our differing perspectives from someone who's been doing it for several years and someone who's newer. And I also took some notes there. They had some really awesome ideas. So that was really fun. I learned a lot. The people attending were really cool. They had awesome questions. So that was a really good time. And other than that, we did a lot of yard work this past weekend, since it was literally the first nice weekend of 2018. We had a ton of yard stuff to get in order. We had tons of dead tree limbs that had been blown down with the wind. We had a ton of brush to clear out around our ponds, all that fun stuff. We do have 8 acres, so it is a huge job to maintain, unfortunately. So we had to get a head start on that this weekend, which is another reason why I didn't make my 20,000 word goal for the month, is because I spent all weekend doing yard work instead of writing. So there's that. Let's see what others. We have the shared universe is also getting cracking. I believe we're planning to launch the first book in that universe in October of this year, which will be the origin story. It will not be my book, obviously. I probably am not going to have one ready for that until like next fall, maybe the year after that. But they do have the Universe series Bible that is now being populated and posted for everyone who's writing in that universe. And I've been reading it over and getting really excited for that project and getting more ideas for that. So that's going to be awesome and a lot of fun. So I'm really excited for that one. And other than that, I did tell my mailing list what the title for book 2 is officially by popular vote. My list got to vote on what the title should be for my epic fantasy book 2, and they have decided it will be Reign of Storms. So book 1 will be Reign of Dust, and book 2 will be Reign of Storms. And I think that actually that is gonna be awesome. I did get the first cover proposal back from my cover designers today. It has a few issues that they're gonna need to tweak. Basically, they made it too dark. So in a thumbnail, it looks like it's black and white, basically, which I definitely don't want. I really like color contrast on my covers. I really want them to be very vibrant and really pop, whether it's in a teeny little digital thumbnail or, a paperback on a shelf. So I will be writing them back today to make a few adjustments to that, and then we'll see what they come back with. But that will probably be wrapped up here within, I'd say, a week or so. So that's really exciting. And hopefully, like I said, I can get the details on Reign of Dust straightened out soon, so I can get back to work on that one. These novels, I don't know why I chose to write epic fantasy, because they're just a hot mess. I mean, there's so much going on in these books, and I'm wondering if they need to be simplified or not. But we'll see. I'm trying to get through the first draft, and then I will take a step back and sort of evaluate the whole thing and pick out, what is really the meat of the story, and then, maybe cut some of the fat there. But I want to finish the first draft before I mess with that, because if I don't, I will either never finish the first draft, or, I might end up cutting or adding something that actually isn't in the best interest of the story. But I won't know that until I have the whole thing on paper and can look at it as a whole. So that's why I do it that way. And that's about it. So future plans for the next week are to keep letting Reign of Dust simmer till I figure out the details on that. Continue the client edits, really ramp those up, get those done. Write the scene in the collaboration project, get those character notes finished up, and what else? I guess that's it. Just continue to plug along on everything. But yeah, very excited about the book 2 progress made this week, even if I didn't hit that 20,000 monthly goal on the first book. At least I made some progress on book 2. I also did the back cover blurb, like I mentioned last time. So, still got a lot done, regardless. Oh, we had another episode of Writer Mom Life launched today, actually, episode 22, where we talked to Amy Hopkins. She is an Australian author, and she works with Michael Anderle, so I don't know if you've seen his name out there, but he does the Cutherian Gambit, giant, huge series, so she's written some books in that world. So that's pretty cool. If you want to check that out, it is posted on our website today. That's writermomlife.com, so you can check that out. And that is all for me. I will see you guys next week. Bye.